quality like Starbucks and prices like Dunkin', Blank Steet Coffee have been taking over New York one cup of joe at a time. You can't turn a street corner without stumbling upon one of these unassuming green and white havens, and they seem to be popping up everywhere. You wouldn't believe it, but they've spread to over 150 locations in just 2 years, and what they're doing is not just a coffee business, they're basically a technology company. Unbelievable, right? They use high-tech Italian espresso machines, each costing upwards of $50,000, to make cafe drinks at the push of a button, and they have been able to operate with only 1 or 2 baristas at a time. But there's more to the story than just fancy machines and low prices. We've got to get to the bottom of this to find out if it's truly revolutionary, or is it just another case of been there, done that. Let's find out. It all started with a gleam in the eye of 2 engineers, Vinay Menda and Issam Freya, who were on a mission to change the coffee game. As former venture capitalists, they had a track record of raising and deploying over $100 million in 70-plus startups. With that experience under their belt, the pair felt like they could bring something different to the world of coffee. But who would have guessed that these 2 tech-savvy guys would switch gears and become coffee crusaders? It's like going from Silicon Valley to Coffeeville. The pair saw an opportunity to shake things up in the coffee world. After all, Americans consume enough coffee to fill the Grand Canyon. That's a lot of caffeine running through our veins. Maybe we should start calling it the Grand Caffeine instead. But with cold brew becoming mainstream and specialty beans gaining popularity, it was clear that people were becoming more discerning about their coffee choices. The only issue? Not everyone could afford to spend $7 on a cup of latte. That's when Vinay and Issam had an epiphany. What if they could make premium coffee more accessible and affordable so that everyone can enjoy it without breaking the bank? They set out to find a way to make this dream a reality, and in 2020 Blank Steet was born. Curious to know how they did it? Keep watching to find out. We already mentioned the motto behind Blank Steet: keep it simple and keep it delicious. But what did they mean by that? And if we flash back to 2020, we all know how difficult it was to stay open. So how did they manage to survive? It really comes down to 2 main tenets: real estate optimization and top-of-the-line coffee machines. Let's start with the former. Most cafes were inefficient with their real estate, large seating areas, sprawling storage spaces, and long bars that took up valuable square footage. It's no wonder roughly 7% of cafes closed during 2020 alone. Blank Steet opted to keep their stores small and simple by renting out just the front portion of larger spaces, significantly reducing overhead costs. This isn't just a fiscal move. They also filled the walls with unique artwork to create a cozy atmosphere anyone could enjoy. But that's not all. They also rented out the back area to other new economy renters like warehouses and ghost kitchens. So essentially, one space was doing double duty, enabling Blank Steet to run their coffee business with even lower overhead costs. Not to mention that the smaller spaces allowed Blank Steet to open up more locations in a shorter period of time, making them even more accessible to customers. It also helps that they have some of the most reasonable prices around. A 12-ounce latte will only set you back $3.50. Now let's talk about the coffee itself, and that means talking about the machines. Each Blank Steet coffee location is equipped with an Evercease espresso machine, which costs upwards of $50,000. Well, $50,000 per machine may sound like a lot at first, but let's dive deeper and crunch the numbers to see the bigger picture. If we calculate the potential revenue, assuming they sell 10 cups of coffee a day at an average price of $3.50, we can see that the profit generated in just 1 year will surpass the initial cost of purchasing the machine. This means that not only will they recover the investment, but they will continue to make a significant profit year after year. So, while the upfront cost may seem high, the long-term financial benefits of this investment are truly promising. But these machines aren't just pricey, they're also high-tech. They can prepare a latte or cappuccino at the push of a button, which means that Blank Steet Coffee can operate with only 1 or 2 baristas at a time. That means this machine is saving a lot of money in labor costs. And the machine isn't just making drinks, it's also roasting Blank Steet Coffee's own blend of beans. It's called Speed Dial, and it combines beans from Brazil and Nicaragua for a unique and flavorful experience. This high-tech equipment can even grind, tamp, extract, steam milk, blend smoothies, and dispense ice-cold beverages like no other machine on the market. Price point, check. Quality, check. Efficiency, check. But what about the comfort and aesthetic feel? How can Blank Steet Coffee attract customers if they don't have the same comfy seating, and inviting atmosphere of a traditional cafe. These elements play a vital part in attracting customers to Blank Steet Coffee. Without the cozy seating and inviting atmosphere reminiscent of a traditional cafe, it may be challenging to create a space that truly captivates and entices customers. Well, this is where Blank Steet's genius really kicks in. They've tapped into something that most other coffee shops aren't doing, partnering with influencers and popular brands. In 2021 alone, Blank Steet Coffee has partnered with sunscreen brand Supergoop, Kendall Jenner's 818 Tequila, YouTuber Emma Chamberlain's Chamberlain Coffee, and Mike's Hot Honey. That means that when you walk into one of their stores, you could be surrounded by the same people that your favorite celebs are sipping coffee with. But Blank Steet Coffee doesn't just partner with big names to attract attention. They also put a lot of effort into creating unique and exciting store experiences. At any given time, you can find each storefront outfitted with different color schemes and patterns that reflect the vibe of the partnering brands. It's an ever-changing atmosphere that will keep customers coming back for more. And it's working too. Customers can't help but be drawn in by the buzz and energy of these spaces. It's like walking into a scene from the pages of a fashion magazine, where vibrant colors pop and stylish individuals effortlessly exude confidence. Well, the ingenuity and calculated risks of Blank Steet Coffee are paying off in spades. The proof is in the numbers. In March 2023, Blank Steet closed a new investment round with an impressive injection of funds. Blank Steet Coffee has brewed up a total of $93.8 million in funding, further bolstering its innovative business model and setting the stage for even more growth and exciting collaborations in the future. With big-name investors putting their faith and money into this revolutionary coffee venture, it's clear to see that Blank Steet Coffee isn't just causing a buzz in the coffee industry. They're setting the tone for a new era of coffee drinking experience. From their meticulously sourced and perfectly roasted beans to their state-of-the-art brewing techniques, every aspect of the Blank Steet Coffee experience is carefully crafted to deliver unparalleled flavor and satisfaction. It goes to show that there are still innovative opportunities out there for entrepreneurs, even in an industry as saturated as coffee shops. It also makes us wonder what could be the next big coffee innovation. Maybe we'll see a cup of joe that's as strong as an espresso, but with a fraction of the caffeine. Or a fully sustainable coffee shop powered by solar panels and renewable energy sources. Whatever comes next, we'll be watching and sipping. Now that we've brewed up this intriguing tale of innovation and disruption in the coffee industry, it's time for you to do your part. If you're as hooked on our stories as you are on your morning coffee, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon. By doing so, you'll be the first to sip on our freshest content, served hot and ready directly to your feed.